Hey, thank you guys for joining our podcast. I'm your host, Coach Mike. My beautiful wife, she's uh, in a group session right now. She's not able to join us, so um, I just wanted to get on here real quick and talk to you guys about a few things, and we're gonna kick it off like this. It's the fourth quarter in your marriage, and you're fatigued. What do you do? It's the fourth quarter in your marriage and you're fatigued. You're tired. Kids off to college. You're fatigued. We've been doing this 20, 30 years. You're fatigued. And it's okay. It's okay to be fatigued. It's because we all get tired. I've been fatigued in my marriage at some point in time. We all get there. But it's all about, are you going to fight? It's the fourth quarter. Are you going to tap out? Are you going to go into the injury tent and get bandaged up and get the shot that you need to get all the energy to get back in the game? Who are you? Marriage is a blessing from God. And marriage can also be like hell. Just being honest. Just being honest. Marriage can be like hell sometimes. But it's how you handle the situation. It's what's important. Are you going to quit? Isaiah 40 and 29. He gives us strength to the weary and increase the power of the weak. So where I'm going with this, we have to lean on the Lord. Anytime we're fatigued, anytime we're stressed, anytime we're ready to tap out. So many people, when they get fatigued in their marriage, they begin to find divorce lawyers. They begin to um, doubt the spouse. This is not the one for me. And they begin to daydream about, if I was with somebody else, what my life would be like. And even some even start to act out in their marriage, stepping out in their marriage because they're trying to figure out, what would it be like with someone else. And I want to say that, um, whoever's thinking that, or whoever's on that road right now, you have to keep in mind, and I know, a lot of people go against this, and I stand on it, and I say, God don't make mistakes. We do. God don't make mistakes. So I encourage everybody to, seek His presence Ask God to come into this situation, into your life, and give you new meaning, give you new purpose, you know? That's one thing. You don't want to never be labeled as a quitter. And if you quit in the fourth quarter on your marriage, you are a quitter. Now, I know there's different circumstances and different situations. I'm not, blind to those things. But you know who I'm talking about. You know um, where you're at in your marriage, where you're at in your life, and sometimes we just become roommates. We've been doing this for so long. It's just it's just a routine thing that we do, and sometimes you need help, and God is always willing to help. He's always there for you. Like in the old days, he used to say, he's just a phone call away. God is right there. Jeremiah 31:25, he will refresh the weary and satisfies the faint. He will. He will refresh you. He will renew your mind. And I encourage anybody that's going through this right now, get up every day and pray for your spouse. Pray for your marriage. I promise you'll begin to feel better. And you got to want it. I mean, you got to want it. You just can't pray and don't put in the work. You got to want it. You got to put in the work and say, I'm going to fight for my marriage. The devil is not going to steal this one. I don't care if we have been married 30 years. It's not over until God call us home. So we have to fight. We have to believe. This is one of the things, I'm a sports guy. So this is one of the things that, how I can, better articulate a lot of things through sports. And it's a comfortable, easy subject for me when I relate things to sports. And like I said, I've learned how to take my marriage and my business, or our business, our business, and I put it in a sports term. I make it to where I can understand, or I make it to where I can articulate a little better what to do next. I was a coach. I was a football coach. And if I know that I can coach a group of guys and motivate them when they're tired and fatigued and they're ready to quit, but it's the fourth quarter and it's only 7 minutes left on the clock. And if we just hold on, we can make it. If we just hold on, we can make it. And that's the way I approach my marriage. If we just hold on, we can make it. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? If you just hold on, you can make it. You know, God didn't put us on this earth to fail. He didn't say we weren't going to have trials and tribulations. He didn't put us in a marriage to fail. He didn't say we weren't going to have trials and tribulations in our marriage. Marriage is a beautiful thing. Even when the kids leave the house, even when there's nothing else to fight for. Some of you like, I did it all. You know, we done did everything. And I hate to hear this word, our marriage done ran its course. I hate to hear that because it hasn't. There's no end until God say it ends. And that's when one of you leave this earth. That's when your marriage ran its course. You got to believe, you got to have faith that you can make it through. I've been married over 30 years. So I can tell you a thing or two about hanging in there and enduring and enduring. I got an awesome wife. Man, we got a great relationship. We don't argue much, but we have our days like any other couple, like any other pastor and his wife. We have our days. But right now, quitting is not an option. Giving up is not an option. We've been empty nesters for about 9 years now. You know, a lot of couples, when they become empty nesters, and like I said again, when they don't have anything to fight for, it's easy to walk away. But why would you want something easy? It's easy to walk away and it's harder to fight. Okay. So I choose the hard road because I'm a competitor, because I'm tough, and I want to fight. I want to see this thing to the end. And I want you guys to see your marriage to the end, how God intended it. I know sometimes we can get caught up in um, this Hollywood world. Um, you look on TV. Now they got a term for it. It's a Hollywood marriage. So you marry Hollywood, and the probably, let's say, the probably have like a 10% chance of making it over 3 years. And we making that acceptable. Or we falling for these Hollywood marriages. That's not the way God had intended it. God didn't intend to put man and woman together and to separate in 3 years. Now, I'm going to say this again. I understand situations are different, things are different, but you know who I'm talking to. I'm not asking you to stay in an abusive relationship if somebody is threatening your life. I'm not saying and I'm not asking that. But I just pray that you seek his word and you pray for that individual. And if God is telling you to move out of that emergency situation, then you need to hear it. I would never condone or tell you to stay in an abusive situation. Or if somebody, you don't gave them time, chance after chance after chance to change his ways or change her ways, and she's continuing to run around on you, and he's continuing to run around on you, you have to seek the Father for answers. But continue to pray for your mate. Pray that God will release that spirit. Pray that God will convict his soul, him or her. Marriage is a beautiful thing. And it's what you make of it. It's what you make of it. Life is what you make of it. You can have a miserable life. You have a good life. You can have a miserable job. You can have a good job. It's what you make of it. And it's what you want out of life. But when it comes to marriage, it's a two-way street. And both of you need to be heading in the same way. You could be in your own lane, but heading the same way. And if you are fatigued in your marriage right now, go to your spouse. Let them know. I need some time. I need some time to myself. I need some me time. I need time. And let me explain that time that I'm talking about, because a lot of people that don't understand, or a lot of people that's not faith based, when I say time, I'm not. Let's take out or rule out the notion of I need time to go do what I want to do in that aspect, and that's not what I'm saying. But sometimes you need space, and it's okay. It's okay to have space, but not too long, and don't go too far. It's okay to take men trips, fishing trips, sport trips. It's okay. You need that. It's okay to do Women's Day. It's okay to take women trips. It's okay on a Saturday. You might just want to ride and be by yourself and clear your head. It's okay. Because I know you're coming back. And I know you're going to be better when you come back. So it's okay. It's okay. So if your man come home and say, hey, I need some space. I need to, go do some things on my own. I'm going to go hang with my buddies. It's okay. Because he's coming back. And hopefully with a better mindset, a better spirit. So it's okay. So let's stop assuming the worst. Let's stop thinking the worst. Just because somebody say they just need a little space, don't mean that they talking about going out cheating. It's okay. We got to learn how to finish the game. We got to learn how to finish it. It's the fourth quarter. If it come to a point where we got to throw a Hail Mary, then you draw up that play. You draw up that play for your marriage. You throw that doggone Hail Mary. Anything to keep your marriage together. Prayer works. The Hail Mary, it works. Don't give up. Be encouraged. Do something. Do something. Don't sit on the sideline. Don't sit on the sideline and lose the game. The team needs you. The marriage team needs you. We all in this together. We all in this together. Don't let the team down. Don't let your spouse down. You can do this. You got this. Renewed mind equals a renewed heart. You can do this. I did it. 31 years. I'm here. I'm happy. I love my wife. 31 years. It's a long time. Be the same person. Day in, day out. Day in, day out. It's a long time. But you find ways to make it work. You find ways to continue to love each other every day. I'm saying that we get along every day, but you find ways to love each other every day. And that's what's matter. That matters. Three kids, three grandbabies, and I'm at the age of 50, and I still love my wife like we was back in our teens. And actually, our love is a lot stronger than back then. Back then, when the puppy love. Now we done been through trials and tribulations and heartaches and pain and just everything that can be thrown at a marriage. We are a living testimony. And we here. We together. We love each other. We love our family. And you guys can do it. Hang in there. Coach Mike and Coach Rhonda love you. We love our BAM family. Hang in there. Okay, guys, that's my time. I'm Coach Mike. I wish my beautiful wife was here to join me today, but like I said, she's tied up in another meeting right now. And like I said again, it's fourth quarter in your marriage. Continue to fight. Lean on the Lord. You can't do it by yourself. It's not over. because the kids out the house. It's not over because you got all the bills paid off, and it's much easier to go your own separate ways. It's not over because you don't got on your feet now, and you got a good job. Your marriage is not over. Fight together, love together, win together, grow together, do the right thing together. Show patience and love to one another. I'm sorry, guys. I know I just ended it a minute ago, but God just put something else on my heart, and it's just, like I said, I just had to share it with you. And like I said, you guys, hang in there, hang in there. Old heads, hang in there. I'm an old heads, married 30, 40. Me and Coach Rhonda, we've been married 30 years, and I just said that. I'm sorry. Keep going over the same thing. But now we know people that have been married 35 and 40. So, and that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Hang in there. Do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes. You can win. You can do this. Okay? And if you need our help, Coach Rhonda, myself, if you need our help, we're right here. We're a phone call away. Or as a Facebook, we'll message away. On YouTube, we are a subscribe and leave us a comment away. We right here. And this is a team effort. So you guys fail, we fail. We all on the same team. And we can't lose. I don't like losing. We can do this. All right, guys, that's my time again. I'm Coach Mike, and peace and love, guys.